Yes, yes.
Shando, Ikaraboshia, Shando, Oroboshia, Shando.
This is the
Ah,
Lisa
I
Baxter
went on a vacation.
Show.
I went
Giving
to
you the
Boston, Maryland,
411
and
in the
I'm
kidney
touring and I'm buying
world.
stuff.
My girl, and say, this is
Then this guy walks up to me. This guy, I don't know him, but this guy walks up to me, right? And he asks me if I have diabetes, high blood pressure. I see him filming and doing all this crazy stuff. I don't know what he's doing. Yeah, I got diabetes. Yeah, I got high blood pressure. Who knows can lead to dialysis? I'm like, what? What? Get tested? Get tested? I don't like needles. You gotta get a needle, blood. Oh no, I definitely don't like needles. And then you gotta pee in a cup. Pee. Oh goodness. Oh my goodness. How nasty. How terrible. Ook. I don't like it. But this is what he said I had to do. So I said, what? So the next thing I know, he started filming. So I'm like, what it just he said his name was Steve. He had his name, I mean, what his finger pointed up. I don't know if it was one finger, both fingers, or a thumb, but he had it pointed up, right? I'm like, what are you pointing to? I don't know. But he had it pointed up. And then he started filming me. So when I said, oh, I'm on film. I'm a star now. Oh God. Oh, get my best side. Is this my best side, Steve? Huh? Is this my best side? I don't know. Maybe you should call that other girl, that woman, that lady, the excellent one, the fantabulous one, that Lisa Baxter. Why? Because this is the Lisa Baxter Show. Yes, giving you the 411 in the kidney world. Hey, everybody, how are you doing? I am so glad to see you, and welcome to the Lisa Baxter Show. Come on, let's ride, let's drive, and let me steer you into a great direction. I have an excellent guest tonight. You're going to love her. She's a mother of 6, a grandmother of 12. All right. She's a Walmart associate. Yes. She was the valedictorian of her class when she was younger. Oh man, this woman is something else. And she's a survivor of diabetes and arthritis. She's a warrior in that magnitude. How about that? Tabitha Brown. Hey, Tabitha Brown, welcome to the show.
Hi, Lisa. How are you?
Oh, I'm alive and
Yes, yes. I'm blessed as well.
that's good. That's good. I'm definitely blessed. I'm so glad and I'm so honored to the show. And
Yes.
we're going to drive this and we're going to keep on. We're going to keep on. Got my book. Got my book. All right.
Yes.
All right. Yeah. Tell us a little bit about your job. Can you tell us a little bit
About my job as a Walmart associate. Oh, I loved it. I loved it. And it was great, because I got a chance to meet people. I just loved the environment of everything, housing, food, the tissues, everything. I just loved everything about Walmart. They have everything that someone will need for their home, for their children. If you have someone that's ill, they have it. I just love everything about Walmart.
Oh, that's great. So what did you have to do there? I walked in and I saw you. What?
Well, I did overnight stocking. I stocked and prepared the store, for our customers for the morning. They say zoning, zoned up the aisles, the like dairy and frozen, make the store look appropriate, and
So you
things
kept
like that. What was that?
You kept stuff in order.
Yes. Yes.
And well stocked. So if I need to fight over tissue, do I got to phone you?
No. Well, usually Walmart never runs out of stock. But what happens is if you come there and it's not in stock, that means either they're changing over shifts for them to come in to restock, but they never really runs out of stock.
Well,
You
y'all
know?
heard it. If y'all know where to go, if y'all ran out of anything, go to
Yeah.
Walmart, right?
Yes, yes. Come to Walmart.
Oh,
Yes.
Lord, attention. Well, all right. Now, tell me your diabetes worry story.
Okay, well, I didn't really know that I had diabetes until one day I was feeling like real lightheaded. I was seeing like stars and
Mm.
things in my, and I thought I really didn't know what was the matter. And then I went to the hospital to check myself, and they really didn't. The hospital didn't detect it at first neither until I started having like feeling like I was like going like losing my life. And when they did
Wow.
everything, it was almost went into like a sugar coma.
Mm.
And when they got everything together and they decided and they checked everything, all of my blood and everything, that's when they diagnosed me with diabetes.
Were you afraid
But
when you heard it?
I mean, a little afraid because I have a lot of family members
Yes, you do.
I've seen fighting it.
Uh-huh.
You know, a lot of them fought it till the end. And
Wow.
a lot of us are survivors.
All
Thank
right.
God.
Looking at one.
You
Yeah.
know, so I really couldn't be scared. I had to think of what I had to do for them and times when I had to help them, and that's how I knew what to do for myself. And so I just thank God. Like right now, so far so good. I'm not having no issues with diabetes.
You take medication?
Yes, ma'am. But I mean, yes, I take medication. They actually was going to start me on insulin, but
Okay.
I don't know what God plans was or what did He do. I didn't have to take insulin.
Amen. Beautiful.
Yeah. Yes.
Everybody don't know how to think themselves. I know when my mother was diagnosed,
Yes.
it took a couple of months for me. I take a pill, borderline pill, but I still have to, and that's new. I'm having a
Yes.
trust because I never had diabetes, with me, but I had symptoms that dealt with it. But what I want to say is, I can't see these things. Let me call them. Get me calling you already. Because then I'd have to be sure to talk to my next last time. Shondo, now it went down. Okay, are you still there? Yes, I can.
Yes. I do.
See, this is why I don't want anybody to call me. Because now the volume is down on my end. It's hard for me to hear you. I don't get to start over now. I'm at the fight. And Steve, if we had talked about this before, it's been easier. Now I can't stop to call you, and now it's a long interview. And God help us. It's what you call that? It's the TV thing. Things happen. So we're gonna keep moving.
Lisa, Lisa. Hello,
Okay,
Lisa.
so he's on with good.
Lisa.
Now it's very low, Steve, because you called my phone. I told you when you call it, it makes everything low. Now I can barely hear you. What's the matter?
Well, you're echoing, Lisa. I'm sorry to interrupt your show, but you're echoing and no one can hear you.
I told you. You both were echoing when you were talking to everyone.
Just yourself. Your guest, either you or your guest need to have on headphones because you're echoing very bad.
All right, it's probably okay. I know she's in a setting where it can. Maybe it's me that have to go out and come back in. That can be easy. If you would have to go out and sit back, come back. So you can go on to it. I don't want say or answer a question. All right, Tabby, can you hear me?
A little. I can hear you a little. A little. I can hear you a little bit.
Arthritis until I come.
I can't really hear you.
I'm gonna grab my earplug. Talk about how you dealing with like the people you have. They will help you. I want that.
What was that, Lisa?
Oh, now you didn't hear me. Try. Just try.
Were you asking me about my arthritis? Yes, before my arthritis, I am right now I'm just fighting that. That's the scary part because I wake up some days and I can't hardly walk where my knees be stuck and like stuck together. So
And so I'm going to take
yeah,
over
my
Lisa till she
hands.
come back, Miss Brown. This is Steve Belcher, Urban Health Outreach Media. I want to finish this interview until Lisa comes back. Now, how long have you had diabetes type 2?
I had it for some years, like over 10 years. Like 10 over 10 years.
How did you find out? How did you find out that you had diabetes?
Well, actually, like I was telling Ms. Baxter, Lisa, that one day I was just feeling real down, and I was feeling real lightheaded. I was seeing like glittery stars and whatnot in my face. So I asked the hospital, and when I got to the hospital, I was getting worse. And they was trying to figure out what was going on with me. Okay. And I think I almost slipped into like a sugar coma or something like that. And when they found that out, when they tested my blood work and everything, when they came back, yes, they think that I had sugar. I was a diabetic. They said I was a diabetic. And they wanted me to do insulin. They was giving me medicine like metformin and got the insulin they was giving me. But I was supposed to continue on doing insulin. But when I got back there, they said everything looks fine. You don't have to stick yourself every day.
Okay, I want to turn the interview back over to Lisa, but one question I want to ask you, and you can talk, and Lisa will be back on. Have you been checked for kidney disease?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Lisa's back.
Am I still echoing? Yeah, it sounds like it. Let me try with these beat up plugs I got.
Lisa.
Yeah. Hear me?
Yes, can you hear me? I truly apologize. I said I truly apologize. This phone is gonna go out on us.
All right. Well, before it goes out, can you tell us a little bit about your son, or tell us about your mom and your son, or talk about being a caregiver for your significant other, you common law wife
for 28 years.
Right.
28 years.
About that.
And my son, oh, he was my joy. He was my joy. I mean, he was at a sweet 16 party and he got murdered. He was 16 years old and he got murdered. My only son,
Yes.
And sometimes I just wish he would have never went to the party. I asked him not to go to the party, but the girl was really his friend, and then you know how these young boys or kids are, the boys when it comes to the girls.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, he was at the party and he got murdered in 2015. 2 days after my birthday. Yes. Wow. It's just the grace of God that's, keeping me going.
Wow.
Lisa?
Yes, I'm still here. You don't have to see me. that so you don't have you to focus on you sometimes. That's how life is sometimes. But tell us about you being what would you say to a mother that is a child? Or what advice can you give to a mother that's a child?
Me, you said being a mother. What was that? I couldn't really hear you.
Talk about a mother that lost a child. What
I mean, everyone grieved differently, Lisa, and I believe my support system is what made me strong. What
Mhm.
made me be strong. Losing a child is heartfelt. I mean, it's nothing nobody can really do or say to console you. You know, you have to do that on your own. You know, you and God. You know, you got to be the one to say, well, you know what? Um, I was there for him. You know, he was there for me. He was my child, and just ask God to just give you strength because you know it's different when someone have a baby at birth and it be stillborn. I'm just saying, which that's heartfelt as well. But when you get to learn this child, when you raise this child, you teach this child, you learn this child, and this child grow with you, and losing them is like losing yourself,
Oh,
you
sure,
know?
sure. Oh, yes,
So, you know, and like I said, the support system that I had, my family and friends and things like that, what kept me sane from going insane, you know,
yes, yes.
seeing my child here. But
I
so
understand.
only thing, you know, what I can, you know, say, I don't know how could it comfort anyone because like I said earlier, there's nothing really no one could do or say to comfort someone in that predicament because I was there before. But I can say just stay strong and hold on, you know, because we still have to live. I had other children and my grandchildren I had to live for, and I also wanted to live, you know. I just learned
Yes,
to live with it, you
yes. You
know.
lost another child.
Huh?
You said something about another child.
No.
Okay.
I said I had to live for my other children.
Oh, right, right. Well, I heard that part. You had a grandmother that was on dialysis. Did you learn anything about dialysis from your grandmother being on?
Yes, yes, I learned a lot. I learned a lot. I seen certain foods she couldn't have. You know, I actually seen her. I seen diabetes taking over my grandmother. You know, as
Mm-hmm.
for it's just like with my like you said, my significant other, my common law husband. They didn't know he had diabetes until he was on his deathbed. And I was trying to tell that to the doctors from then, you know, experiencing them things that did they ever check him for diabetes? And they haven't. And just that one time when they did check him, he had, yeah. And because one time he went into a sugar coma. That's, you know,
Jesus.
they said he was having a seizure, but he never had seizures. And then when they tested him, that's when they noticed he was a diabetic. And that
Wow.
was like weeks before he passed away. Yep.
Wow. You lost me recently, right? Last year
Yes.
recently?
Yes, November of 2019. Yes.
Wow. Jesus.
28 years.
Hmm. You have any words for women that lost the, my husband. Yesterday was the anniversary of 5 years of me losing Mitch. So with JoJo, what would you say to the woman out there that may lose a husband, a significant other, a common husband, a better half of
I mean, you know, at the time, honestly, excuse me, we had separated like 2 years, maybe 2, 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
And then when he had got sick, I had went because I had moved to North Carolina. And then when he got sick, I had went to New York and I got him. I went to New York and got him to bring him here to take care of him.
And like a lot of things that was wrong with him in New York never, treated him for it, or they couldn't find it. And when I brought him here, thank God, that's when they found everything. They found the aneurysms. They just found so many things, and he was getting taken care of good. It's just that, his body, he like gave up because he was such a strong man, and he was so used to doing everything on his own. When he got ill like that, he couldn't deal. He didn't know how to deal. He wasn't accepting the illness. So he just gave up, even though I kept fighting for him and kept pushing him on to fight. But yeah, he gave up. He did. So well, I know it's hard to deal with a illness at one time. He had diabetes, he had an aneurysm. What else was going on? Things can tear you up and depress you. I mean, like I said, Lisa, I just gave everything to God. Amen. I gave it to God. I gave it to him because if I wouldn't have, I don't know where I would be now. Yes. Well, you're doing a good job. I mean, you're working hard. You raising children, and you're your grandchildren. You showing to yourself, to God. Yes. Yeah. My God. That's good. Wow. But is there anything we missed? Anything you'd like to say? No, it's just that I am truly blessed and appreciated for you having me as your guest. And I think I gave you a lot of what's going on with me at the time, Yes, you did. And I thank you for being patient, because live shows get like this, stuff get low, stuff get blurry. You got to go in and out. I believe you have changed somebody's life for what you said. I believe you have blessed somebody for what you said. And I'm sure it helped somebody else. It was a wife or a mother, grandmother, somebody with diabetes, arthritis, that, bone joint disease, polycystic kidney disease. But God is a healer, and He's kept you. He's kept we in the same family. Come on, those warrior stories. And I thank you for sharing. I thank you for telling it. I thank you for being honest about it. Some people don't want to say anything. Some people won't let somebody learn from their life. And you're a real champion. Thank you. Yes. I thank you very much. I love you. And being that amazing friend, being such a young grabber. And everything that you are, just being take care of your health, on dialysis, diabetes, and check. Yes. All right. All about that. Yes. Even when you're doing well, stuff can change and turn around. Good and bad, right. But God got you. He got this. And I'm sure you'll take money because you've been doing it. I appreciate you. And thanks for being on my, and the show and relocating. I mean, that had to be hard, but you did it. I appreciate you. Appreciate you giving me on that. Yes, ma'am. All right. So I'll let you go, and thank you. Thank you too. All right. Okay, bye-bye. Well, guys, you heard the story. In spite of all the technical difficulties, it was all good. All right. So y'all be well. Y'all be blessed. I hope you learned from the young lady, all the things that she is, all the things that she encountered. She's still smiling. A lot of times when you've been through hell, you can't smile. But God got a way of putting that grin and that smile on your face. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for sticking with us, not running off and giving up when things had happened. So, we love you anyway. Thank you for your love, your support, and for sharing, because sharing is caring. Peace. Take care of your kidneys, and they will take care of you. Good night.
Just yet. My girl, and say, this is the Lisa Baxter Show, giving you the 411 and the kidney one.